Introducing the James Madison University Jazz Ensemble.
Hello, and welcome once again to Jazz Alive. My name is Tim Hughes, and I'll be your host for this, the second half-hour presentation of the James Madison University Jazz Ensemble. In our first half, we discussed some of the 10-year development of the ensemble from its birth 10 years ago as the Sound Syndicate through the earlier performances of this year's group. In this half, we will feature the latest achievements by the Jazz Ensemble, including the selections performed at the 13th Annual Quinnipiac College Intercollegiate Jazz Festival held on April 25th of this year. I asked Dr. George West, director of the ensemble for the past 10 years, to tell me something about the Quinnipiac Festival.
The only one. It's the only collegiate competitive festival on the East Coast. It's the only one.
Aside from being one of the few intercollegiate jazz festivals in America, I asked him how JMU's group was selected for the competition.
There's a tape. We sent a tape of I took 3 or 4 selections from our fall concert here, and on the basis of that, they chose us. I don't know how many bands sent in tapes. I don't know how many applicants there were, but there usually are traditionally 25 to 30 bands.
Then I asked Dr. West how he thought the band would do.
All I really hope is that we just show up well, you know. I'm not going to be an egotist and say, oh man, we're going to win. We're probably not going to win.
He went on to explain that some of the other schools would have all original charts, whereas Madison would only have one. This inequality raised a question with Dr. West.
The problem is it's geared toward the wrong aspect. If they would make collegiate festivals competitive like we have here and class them somehow, you know, so that James Madison JM Who would not be going against Eastman School of Music and New England Conservatory, you know, in the same kind of a classification. You know, that's insane.
The festival here that Dr. West was referring to is the annual Tri-State Jazz Festival held on the campus of James Madison University each spring. Despite Dr. West's reluctance to admit that they could bring home the gold, the James Madison University Jazz Ensemble walked away with a 2-foot first-place trophy. Since recording equipment was not allowed in the festival itself, the selections used here were recorded at the Monday night, April 20th rehearsal. The song they opened up with featured Mark Kelly on baritone sax, Mike Ellswick on tenor sax, Kevin Hopoon on flugelhorn, Tim Hayes on bass, and Butch Taylor on piano. Here is Thad Jones' 3-in-1.